The Arabic language is built on families of words. Each family have many words that share the same three-letter root. Certain letters are added to the three-letter root to make words. These letters called the letters of increase, or in Arabic حروف الزيادة. They are letter alif, letter waw, ya, mim, sin, nun, ta, the closed ta, which is the sign for feminine words, and the shadda symbol, which represent the doubling of the sound of the Arabic alphabet. These words, they all belong to the same family because they share the same three-letter root or the same consonant in the core of the word. So to make the first word askun, I live, in the present tense, we use letter alif at the beginning. We add it to the three-letter root, so it became the word askun, I live, in the present tense. Now keep in mind that the subject of the verb is embedded within the verb itself in Arabic. So alif represent the subject in the verb I live, in the present tense. So to make this word in the future tense, we use letter sin at the beginning of the present tense. So it became the word sa'askun, I will live, in the future tense. So sin, one of the main job for letter sin in Arabic is to change the present tense to the future tense, sin. But there is another word that you can use to make future tense, is the word sawfa. So you can use the word sawfa or sin at the beginning of the present tense to make it to the future tense. So if I added sawfa here, sawfa askun, I will live, or sawfa, if I added to the word here yaskun, he lives, sawfa yaskun, it will change it to the future tense. Sawfa yaskun, he will live. Sawfa yaskun, he will live. But sin by itself also change it to the future tense. So for yaskun, if I add sin at the beginning of yaskun, it will change it to the future tense. Sayaskun, he will live, in the future tense, like this. So for the word yaskun, he lives, in the present tense, I add sayaskun, so it changes it to the future tense. Sayaskun, he will live. Now to make this word yaskunun, they live, in the present tense, I use letter ya and letter waw and nun at the end, waw and nun at the end, to make it plural. So like this. So I use letter ya, the same letter that I use for he lives, yaskun. I use it also for they, ya, yaskun, but I add waw nun to the end to make it plural. Yaskunun, they live, in the present tense. So to make it in the future tense, so yaskunun, they live, in the present tense. Remember again, the ya here represent the subject of the verb they. So the subject is embedded within the verb in Arabic. So I added ya to make it in the present tense, but waw nun to make it plural. Yaskunun, they live, in the present tense. To make it in the future tense, this word sayaskunun, I add letter sin at the beginning of the present tense. سيسكنون. So the main job for letter sin is to change the present tense to the future tense in Arabic. سيسكنون. Now to make this word sakin, which means resident or tenant, I add the letter alif as a long vowel after letter sin in the so it's between it comes between the three-letter root here. Sakin, this word, which means residence or tenant, for male. So this word is for the active participle in the sentence, or it means the name of the subject of the verb. Sakin, resident or tenant. Sakin for male. Sakin. Sakina is the same, resident or tenant for female, because of the close ta at the end. It made it change it to feminine word. Sakina for female, resident or tenant. The same, this is the active participle in the sentence. Now for the word maskan, which means a residence or a house, maskan, I use the letter of increase mim at the beginning. Maskan. So most of the time you will see that mim it comes at the beginning of the three-letter root and it gives the meaning of a place. Maskan means residence or it means also a house. Maskan, this word, maskan. To make this word sukun, which means stillness, stability, tranquility, sukun, so I use the word waw after letter kaf. Sukun, this word sukun, which means also calmness, state of calmness. Sukun, the noun sukun.